My name is Asa Rose, and tonight I'm going to be guiding you through whatever we explore today. So, as you may or may not know, I've been using my own yoga practice and my teaching of yoga to dissect the book A Queer Dharma by Jacoby Ballard. Last month, we explored chapter 2, which is anger and sustainability. This month, we are looking at chapter 3, which is compassion. The violence stops with me. And so, to begin practice, I'd like to read you an excerpt of this book. While I do, I suggest that you get the props that we will need for tonight's yin practice. Tonight, we will not need a strap, but you'll want a blanket, a bolster, or a big pillow. Maybe you'll want 2 blankets and 2 blocks as we guide you through whatever we're going to guide you through. So why don't you ensure that you've got those and listen to the sound of my voice as I read you an excerpt from A Queer Dharma by Jacoby Ballard. In recognizing the preciousness of all life, may we resolve to not add one single further drop of suffering to a world that already hurts so much. Larry Yang. When we are faced with pain, we have the option to contract, enclose, resist, deny, avoid, dismiss. Or we've got the choice to open our hearts and turn toward and tend to the pain. How we relate to pain in our own lives can either worsen a situation or give it witness and meaning. If we don't do the work to heal from violence and oppression, if we don't examine the small ways that we participate in violence and work to face and dissipate our tension and stress, then we run the risk of creating more harm and suffering. So today, I want us to look at, as we recharge for the rest of the week, what it means to heal from the violence and oppression and examine the small ways that we participate in violence. I want to see what it means to, rather than contract, rather than move, rather than roll out of a shape, what does it mean to open our hearts, open our minds, and embrace every opportunity from the guise of love. Okay, for our first posture today, you'll want to grab your 2 blocks as we set up for long bench. We'll have both of our blocks on the medium and the low, one right at the very end of our mat, one about 2/3 of the way down. I'm just going to pull open my clock. Perfect. And then to set up in this first pose, where you're going to go is you're going to sit facing away from your blocks, feet planted on the ground. We'll reach for that first block that's closest to you, and we'll begin to lower ourselves down. Where we're going is we're looking for the edge closest to us to be right on the very bottom of your shoulder blades. You want that to catch your shoulders. This second block is going to catch the top of our head. Now, once you arrive here, take a moment just to breathe and just feel what it's like to be here. You can stay like this, or perhaps you begin to extend your legs out long. And perhaps you bring your arms to clasp up overhead, If you can, allow that block to catch your arms, that very top block. Wherever you are, what I want you to focus on, bring your attention toward, is that heart, an opening up of the heart. Sending love and compassion to a world full of suffering. And breathe. This practice of yin asks us to slow down, asks us to surrender to gravity and to all that you can't change. As you do this, can you allow yourself to surrender to your soul and send love to the universe? If at any time this sensation becomes too much, I wonder how much deeper you can breathe, how much further you can go, how much more love you can send to yourself and the world around you. Taking a deep breath in and out. One more time. Deep breath in and out. Moving slowly. If your legs are out long, can you rebend those knees? Plant those feet. Can we bring our attention back to our hands Placing our palms and our forearms onto the ground. Allowing ourselves to press into those palms. Leading with your heart to sit up. Allow that spine to stack. Allow that energy to flow. Deep breath in and out. Perfect. We'll take those 2 blocks and set them in the front of our mat this time. For this extended puppy pose shape. Now, some people may find it really helpful to have a blanket under their knees. Maybe that's you today. Go ahead and take it. But where we're going is we're going to find some kind of a seat on our shins. Kind of facing these blocks. And we'll scoot back so that rather than being in a child's pose back behind these blocks, we'll come a little bit into this tabletop position. Rest our elbows on those blocks. Straighten those arms out wide and allow your chest to start to sink. Now, find whatever is comfortable for you today. Maybe you lift your hips even a little bit more. And can you begin to bend those elbows, that prayer, back behind your head? As you breathe here, as you begin to open up your heart towards the earth, as you begin to breathe into those shoulders, I wonder how much more you can surrender, how much more you can let go. Changing the way that you relate to that sensation. Finding stillness, connecting to your breath, letting it guide you. Breathing in, breathing out. Begin to straighten out those arms. Allow yourself to come back up onto your knees. Release from those blocks. And take a child's pose with your arms by your side. Walk yourself back up. And for our next position, you'll want to grab your blanket, set those blocks off to the side, roll that blanket up in half and then in half again. This is going to act as kind of a pillow for you at the top of your mat. You're then going to grab your bolster. And where the bolster is going, where it's going on the top of your body, is it's coming just underneath your rib. Your breastbone, rather. So we'll allow ourselves to kind of sit over this bolster. And where we're going to go first is we're going to take our right arm underneath our left arm on top of our right, allowing an opening across the back of our chest, using that blanket in front of us as a pillow, knowing that you can move your fingers farther away from each other, closer in, up or down. Move them so that you can find a stretch almost through those wings to the back of your head. Knowing that life is going to throw us some curveballs. It may even do it this week. And if we can approach those curveballs with an open heart, imagine how your life would be going. set up. For the same thing on the other side. This time our left arm will come underneath our right. Our right arm will come on top of our left. Can you allow yourself to come off of that bolster? Move that blanket off to the side. Lay flat on your belly, using your hands as a pillow. Just breathe. Taking our right arm out long and our left arm out long into two individual T's. Where we are going next. So we will press into that left hand, taking that left foot back around our right leg, really rolling onto the shoulder of that right arm. If
Feeling a stretch through the front of that right shoulder. You can take that left arm up high and back behind you for a half bind to add. And breathing here. So we take time to open up through our sides. So we take time to open up to the world around us. And breathe. Knowing at any point, the deeper that we breathe, the further that we go. Letting that breath in, breath out. Begin to massage and release that fascia. I am breathing in. I am breathing out. I am safe and loved because I'm breathing out. I return love because I'm breathing out. Moving slowly. Can you replant that left hand? Beginning to unwind. Back through center. And around. Having that left arm come out. Right behind us. Finding that twist. Taking our right hand up and back behind ourselves for a half bind. And breathing into this sensation. If you're different on this side, it means you're human. It means I'm proud of you. And you can breathe. I'm safe and loved because I'm breathing in. I approach every opportunity with love because I'm breathing out. Allowing the quietness, the peace, the love to lull you deeper into that sensation. Moving slowly, we begin to unwind that hand, planting it back on the ground, and slowly unwind ourselves onto our belly. Make our way onto our back for one final position before Shavasana. We'll take our block on whatever height you would like. We'll bring our heels in as close to our hips as possible. You can press into those heels, lifting those hips, allowing that block to rest underneath your sacrum. Roll those shoulders underneath of you, still sending love to the universe. Perhaps you're comfortable here and you can stay here. Or can you extend those legs out long for a full body opening? Breathing here. So you take this opportunity to send your love, your peace to the universe through yourself. I wonder how deeply you can breathe. Taking a full deep breath in and a complete deep breath out. I am loved because I'm breathing in. I approach every opportunity with love and through love because I'm breathing out. If your legs are out long, can you begin to rebend those knees, planting those feet, pressing into those heels to lift that hip and slowly lower back down. Extend those legs out long and find Shavasana. Now, before I let you go, I'd like to guide you through a bit of a meditation practice. So take the next couple of moments to find whatever comfortable is going to be for you. Wherever you can lay, wherever you can allow your body, for the first time in days, weeks, months, allow yourself to just be and just breathe, listening to the sound of my voice. And today we're going to do a compassion meditation. In this compassion practice, you can allow yourself to feel any sorrow present in your heart and in our world. You will offer some phrases to someone who you love, who is suffering, to yourself and your own suffering, to an unfamiliar neutral person who is suffering. Maybe this is somebody who you've heard about in the news or seen in the newspaper. And to someone who has created harm to you or in our world. Over time, we aspire to attune to the pain of the world, pushing nothing away. We build our capacity gradually through patience and determination. Wherever you are, know that should any discomfort arise, that this is the first act of compassion. Taking your position with integrity and vulnerability. Can we begin to bring ourselves into our mind eye and offer the following phrase on our breaths in and out. This is a moment of suffering. Suffering is a part of life. May I turn toward this pain and allow this unwanted experience to expand my heart and deepen my practice. Keeping ourselves in the forefront of our mind. This is a moment of suffering. Suffering is a part of life. May I turn toward this pain and allow this unwanted experience to expand my heart and deepen my practice. Allow yourself to remain present with whatever arises, acknowledging it
without judgment. Then, can you bring into your mind's eye someone who you love, who is suffering? Once you have found them, can you offer them these phrases? This is a moment of suffering. Suffering is a part of life. May I turn towards your pain with compassion and allow this unwanted experience to expand my heart and deepen my practice. Keeping that person whom you love and you know is suffering in your mind. This is a moment of suffering. Suffering is a part of life. May I turn towards your pain with compassion and allow this unwanted experience to expand my heart and deepen my practice. And again, remain present to whatever may arise. Perhaps rage, grief, or empathy, or something else completely. As you begin to bring into your mind's eye someone who you don't know, a stranger, a neutral person who is suffering. Maybe somebody in your community, someone you saw on the news, who you know is suffering, and offer to them. This is a moment of suffering. Suffering is a part of life. May I turn towards your pain with compassion and allow this unwanted experience to expand my heart and deepen my practice. Keeping still this person in your mind. This is a moment of suffering. Suffering is a part of life. May I turn towards your pain with compassion and allow this unwanted experience to expand my heart and deepen my practice. Breathing here into whatever sensation you are feeling. As you begin to bring forth that person whom you have a difficult relationship with, but you know is still suffering. Once you have found them, your mind's eye, offering even them this phrase. This is a moment of suffering. Suffering is a part of life. May I turn towards your pain with compassion and allow this unwanted experience to expand my heart and deepen my practice. Keeping this difficult relationship person in your mind. Offering one more time. This is a moment of suffering. Suffering is a part of life. May I turn toward your pain with compassion and allow this unwanted experience to expand my heart and deepen my practice. And now you can allow the words to let go. Allow my voice to wash over you as I tell you that during the rest of your final relaxation, the rest of your Shavasana, I want you to allow yourself to just be. Letting go of the words, letting go of the judgments, and knowing the light that is within me sees, acknowledges, and humbly bows to the light that I see shining so bright within you. I'm going to let you go, knowing that you can come out of this whenever it is your time. But please, take your time.